live now. Listen, y'all, I've done a whole spiel before. Listen, I think I'm talking to y'all, but I'm not talking to anybody. It is Monday. I am super excited about this Monday. Excuse me. I'm talking about money. That's right. Get the money, honey. So listen. So yes, we are live now. I've done this whole welcome, share, all this good stuff, but I'm going to repeat that. It is Monday. You're in the chat box with me. I am Jabrina Speaks. And tonight we have an amazing woman in the chat box on tonight. Listen, y'all, that is just too funny. Erica, like I was doing a whole spiel and I'm like, wait a second. There's nobody on here. So it's Monday. It is Let's Talk Business Mondays. And so on tonight, I have an amazing woman. I'm super excited that we have connected. We connected a few years ago.
Yeah.
Right. Listen, we will share our story later. But God has brought it back where she is in the chat box with me. And so before we get started, we want you to go ahead and hit the share button. Also, go ahead and comment so we know that you're in the chat box with us on this amazing Monday night. It is the third Monday of October. God has kept us this all 3 weeks where we have entered into the third week because it is the third Monday of October. And so we're excited because we know that we're in the fourth quarter of this year, and so many people are trying to push through and finish what they started. And so you may be in a place of stuck or stagnated, but I believe this amazing queen that's with us on tonight is going to share some vital information of how she got started in business, how she is thriving, how she still pushes through. I'm sure there's some type of pain that she had to process and all of this. And so tonight, I'm excited to have the amazing Miss Erica Mitchell in the chat box with me on tonight.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Erica. Listen, I'm excited. This amazing mother, this wife, this business owner is not just your average woman, but she touches celebrities by making sure that all of us feel like a celebrity when we put on one of her shoes. And so, Erica, tell the people a little bit about Erica. Give us the background of Erica before we get started in our conversation.
Okay, so again, hey everyone, happy Monday. I'm very blessed and honored, Jabrina, to be on Jabrina Speaks. So thank you so much. So I'm Erica M. Actually, Erica Green, known as Erica M now.
Right. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm a celebrity shoe stylist. I'm also owner of X Erica M Celebrity Shoes, the Erica M Experience, where I give makeovers to survivors, all survivors, domestic violence, heart survivors, cancer survivors, so a little bit of everyone. I'm also the visionary and the founder of Goddess in Your City. I'm also the founder of True Goddess Empowerment.
Wow, listen, I cannot wait. Listen, y'all, so it's Monday. Go ahead and hit that share button because as you can see, this queen here has a lot of information to share with us. So, Erica, you mentioned about 3 businesses, or maybe 4. I know I caught 3 at least. You mentioned about 3 businesses. Tell us about your business because this is Let's Talk Mondays. It is Let's Talk about business. And so tell us about your businesses.
Well, I'll start with X Erica M and Erica M Experience. So I started just a little bit. I'm originally from the North. I grew up in, I like to say half and half. So I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. I also grew up in Harlem, New York. And
I hear accent a little bit. I hear that northern accent a little bit.
Yeah. And so that then I had a grandma. My grandma is gone to glory, but she actually was my inspiration to fashion. My grandma was one of them grandmas that never looked her age, always was so fabulous. And growing up north, I think it was a thing of we love fashion and we love to go out with our fashion. I mean, you know, the dream is always to go out in Manhattan or go to up further up north to Martha's Vineyard. And so I started doing it. I started going out dressing up, and back then we was called socialites. Now I see it's called influencers. So, I started going out, and next thing I know, I was getting asked, like, hey, where you get them styles from? Where you get them shoes from? So I partnered with a good friend of mine, Kevin, and he was like, I'll do the fashion if you want. Now you could do the shoes. And from there, I started. And that was many, many years ago. My first shoe teak was Goddess Couture. My sister, Mika, she gifted that to me when I first pitched her this vision. It was in Owens Mills, Maryland. And from that point forward, I just kept on going. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. So I'm sure we have some men on here, but because I'm talking to a woman, because we love shoes.
Mhm.
We love shoes. And so give us a little bit of background of the process of you picking shoes. Is there a certain, because I did hear you say that you like to give shoes to all survivors, no matter what they have survived. So tell us a little bit about how the shoe picking, the survivors, what made you go the survivor route when it
Mhm.
came to come to starting your business.
Well, with the regular shoutique with X Erica it's no. I put out this thing years ago of Celebrity Styles for Less, and I got that because every time I would go somewhere, people would say, "Oh, Erica, your shoes are so cute," or "I saw the shoes that you put on Yandy," or "I saw the shoes you put on this person." But and it's not about being in, to me, a certain market. It's just about what you willing to spend your money on, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me start doing a collection where as though it won't actually be an imitation of a shoe, but it'll be a shoe where you can get the celebrity style that you're looking for less. And that's how I started Erica M and X Erica M. With my survivors, I started back in 2019. Cause I do custom shoes anyway, but I received a bunch of emails, I'll never forget. And it was people that was asking me to could I create custom shoes for their cancer survivor sister or mother or whoever. And to me, it was always a thing of hold your head up and walk in faith. And there's nothing wrong with telling your story on your feet. And
Mm,
so with that idea, I created the Erica M Experience custom shoes, where
wow.
I've been blessed to bless so many survivors, whether it's heels, lower heels, sneakers, whatever. I've been able to bless so many survivors. And in 2021, I was asked to create custom shoes for Nelson Mandela granddaughter, who also passed away recently, Zolika Mandela.
Wow.
And that really opened up because she was at the time she left us, but she was a 3-time cancer survivor and also domestic violence survivor and also a bereaved mother. And so I got to speak with her, and yes, it's been 100%.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow. Listen, you are definitely blessed to bless somebody else. Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. Listen, it is Monday, everybody. It is Let's Talk Business. I have the amazing, formerly known as Erica Mitchell, now known as Erica Green, come through with the wedding that just happened not too long ago.
Yes.
She is the proud owner of many and multiple business. So, Erica, my next question to you is, how do you maintain the multiple businesses that you have? Because we know as individuals, many of us may have multiple gifts. And so, how do you keep them all afloat and maintain all of them all at once?
You know what? To be honest with you, first, one thing about me, I pray. I pray daily, and from that point on, God give me the insight on who to put on my team.
Mhm,
I will help anyone, but I'm very selective about who come on my team.
mhm,
And so from that point on, I bring people in along with my now husband,
mhm,
but and they help whatever I need done. Like if I need, like now I have one of my close friends. I call her my little big sister because she told me, and she's
mhm,
also the co-founder of God is in Your City, Jamara.
mhm,
She actually helps create some of my custom shoes because
mhm,
she's amazing with it. And I like to see people talent, and I feel there's enough money for all of us to share.
mhm,
And so I brought her in to help with that portion of it, because I know
mhm,
for a fact that certain times of year we get a lot of orders, and so it gives her time too, and a space to be like, okay, let me create this. So when I tell you she's amazing, she's amazing. She
wow.
has she have a foundation called Uniquely Made Foundation,
Mhm.
where she actually, um, instead of calling kids with disabilities disabled, she
Mhm.
called them unique warriors. And so she have, because of her own twin, so she have started, like, she know how to create so many different things. She create custom capes and so many different things. So I brought her on board many years ago, and I
Wow.
just picked people in the team, to help me kind of, get this together. But
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. You
yeah.
said something, and I want to talk about that because sometimes, unfortunately, people shy away from it. Um, it's not a good thing because I don't believe in it, but you do see people that do. So let's talk about collaboration over competition.
Mm-hmm,
And so you mentioned because you brought somebody in
mm-hmm,
that can custom like you custom,
mm-hmm,
that has vision like you have
mm-hmm.
vision, but you understood the importance of collaborating with them
Right.
because you said it's enough money out here to be made for everybody. So
Yes.
what's your take on? I mean, I see that's something you do, but what's your take on somebody that may be like, oh, I don't know. What's your take on collaborating over competition?
I believe that, people have to, I always, when I speak, I always tell people this: people can collaborate.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong now, you can't collaborate with everybody. Because, some people just not going to understand, or they might not just be ready.
Mhm.
But when you get for a fact, this person is, they're ready to take on their mission, they ready to pursue their vision. I don't think there's nothing wrong with collaboration. I believe that that's how we grow.
Mhm.
I always tell people that, you look at some of our amazing billionaires,
Mhm.
they have collaborated with each other.
Mhm.
Tyler Perry collaborated with Oprah, Gail collaborated with Oprah. You see it so much, and
Mhm.
that's why they blooming. When people in my opinion, when they become kind of tight knit, oh, I don't want nobody to know this, or I don't want nobody to know that, it kind of keep you in a bubble, and you won't grow to that next step at all. The reason why I've been able to do so much is because I believe highly in divine connections. You just assist me with
Mhm.
giving back to the transition home.
Mhm. Mhm.
I believe in divine connections.
Wow.
We
You know,
got to
my
act on it.
mom had an organization called just that Divine Connection. That was her
Mm-hmm.
organization many years ago.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody, it is Monday. You're in the chat box with me. I'm your host, Jabrina Speaks, and I have the amazing Miss Erica Green in the chat box with me on tonight, sharing just a little bit about her business. Y'all know it is Let's Talk Business Mondays. And so we're talking about her businesses because she has multiple businesses. And so you mentioned, is it a goddess in your city or?
So it's two. It's
Okay.
True Goddess Empowerment. That's my
Okay.
nonprofit,
Mhm.
and it's Goddess in Your City,
Tell
which
us
I
about
just birthed. Well, True Goddess, I birthed back in 2009. My whole mission was to teach young girls between the ages of 9 to 17 that you don't have to become a product of your society, because I didn't. So I
it.
knew how it felt to, grow up in certain areas. I knew how it felt to be judged,
Mhm.
because I remember when I was little, I kept thinking about it. My mother used to, my mom was she's gone to glory as well, but she was very pushing her children to do things. But I remember I didn't become part of my society. Everybody kept assuming, that I was going to become something, but I didn't. I graduated from school. I graduated from Howard University. I've
Mhm.
done so much,
Mhm.
in my life. And so my goal is to do seminars, camps, and so forth with young girls, teaching that. And I started in Baltimore, Maryland. I have a chapter there. I have a chapter in Harlem, New York. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
blessing.
yeah.
Wow. And then so now you have something else.
Yes, I have God is in the city. So with me, God wakes me up like 3 in the morning,
Come on. Talk
right?
about that.
So
And so wait. And so when he wakes you up at that time, what do you do?
I gets up and I actually be like, really? Then I write. I have journals after journals after journals. I write. I write my vision down very clear, and I'm very distinct on what I put. And so I never forget. It was like December of 2021, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was like, okay, wrote it down.
Mhm.
And I told Travis, my husband. Then I
Mhm.
called Jay, and I never forget. I called Jay the next day, early morning. I said, Jay, I got an idea. this is what's going to happen. And she was like, I support you. I'm with you. Let's do this. And so my goal was to honor women nationwide that's making history. Because I believe, regardless of what we do, we still don't get the recognition that we deserve. And I never forget, I kept looking at different things. Stacey was running for governor in Georgia, and I kept saying she was getting it, but it wasn't like it should have been, in my opinion. Right. And so I was like, no, I got to honor people. And that's when I know April 22, I launched the first Gazia City, South Florida. And I honored the first African American female colonel, detention colonel, Colonel Joseph Benjamin at Broward Sheriff Office. And I honored Susan Bullets. And I honored Miss Gwendolyn Whitfield. Her story really stuck out to me because she was the bus driver. I don't know if you remember that, saved multiple people on a bus in Fort Lauderdale when a shooter.
When they were active shooting.
I saw her on the news. I reached out to her. I prayed about it, reached out to her because I've never been scared. I want the people that's actually going to walk in my faith. If I ask God something, I'm going to go for it. So I reached out to her. She hit me right back.
Wow.
And I honored her. And this year, I went to Atlanta. I did my event at Atlanta City Hall, and it was just amazing. I got to reach out and network and honor Razor Chic, and I got to honor Candace Holyfield and Renee Waters. She was a young lady in Georgia that bought a land outside of Atlanta. She's been featured on CNN. She called it Freedom Black City, where she built everything for Black people. And I honored 9 amazing women.
Wow.
So now next year, we're planning Goddess in the City, DMV. So it's a homecoming for me. So it's going to be amazing.
It's a homecoming for you.
When this comes out, yeah.
There is nothing, listen, it is a blessing to always go back where you originate from. And so when you can go back, that is a blessing. Listen, it is Monday, guys. It is the 3rd Monday of this month. Y'all know what time it is. It is Let's Talk Business in the chat box with me. I'm your host, Jabrina Speaks, and I have the amazing Miss Erica Mitchell, now known as Erica Green, in the chat box with me talking about her businesses. So I'm going to paddle back a little bit because you said that you get those 3 o'clock early morning, 4 o'clock, knock, Erica, while you sleep on that brain of yours. This is the Lord talking. I need you to get up. And I need you because I have something for you. And so sometimes people miss that opportunity because they believe that they will remember when they wake up what it was God was telling them. And so my question is to you, if there is somebody that's watching or may come back and they watch our segment on tonight and they're getting those early morning wake up calls, but they haven't answered them yet, I would say. What encouraging word that you could share with them on tonight? What push could you give them about those early mornings? Because you said you get up, you write it down, you begin to listen to what God is downloading in you, and that's why you've been able to birth multiple businesses from multiple levels. So let's help the people with that.
I will always advise people, first of all, like I hear so many people say it. I told my husband because he do Bible studies every Thursday. And I hear God name more of a trend instead of people actually going by what they're saying. It might sound cool when you hear somebody else say it and so forth, so on, but you got to actually live by it.
Come on.
And like I always tell people, you have to have faith, but you have to act in it.
Come on.
So we can't sit up and pray multiple times a day, 24 hours, 7 days a week, but you're not acting on nothing.
Come on.
Then you get upset when you don't see the repetition of what God has actually for you. So I always suggest to people, when you have faith about something, act on it. My grandma used to tell me all the time, when you gone, you have enough time to sleep. So from that point now to that day, you have to act on what you have to do. Write your stuff down.
Come on.
We have a million things going in our mind during the day, whether you work a 9 to 5, whatever the case may be, kids, husbands, families, whatever. So you have to write things down so you can get a clear vision of what you're trying to do. It might not be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be a perfect business plan at 3 in the morning.
But if it's perfect, God can't work on it.
Exactly. It don't matter. It's been times because I also have my own medical billing and coding company. And it's been times I be doing a contract and my mind will go off. I'll snatch a post-it and write that idea down right quick so I won't forget it. Then later I'll go back and put it all together. So you definitely have to write down what you're looking for, and your dream can turn into your vision and a reality. But you just have to really, number one, act on your faith. Just don't say you have it because it sounds cool. Because I see now that's the trending factor.
Come on.
I have faith. I have faith. We see it all the time. Everybody is a Facebook prophet. You have to now really.
Listen, you are.
You have to really
Come on.
Act on it, because I see it so much, and I just be
You
laughing
do.
to myself.
It almost look like a cliche.
Yeah, I see it so much. I just laugh to myself. I'm like, and and stop listening to so many people talking to you, because I see that's another issue sometimes. It's just, you might tell somebody, I might say, Jabrina, this is what I want to do. And then Jabrina like, oh, go for it. Do you have somebody else? Oh, God told me for you to pause. Do you have somebody else? God told me to tell you to start tomorrow. So now I get confused. And a whole nother topic, if they tell you they know how to speak in tongues, they really go crazy. And that's what they listen to. And so you have to listen to or see. In my case, God showed me things more, right? Whether it's a dream, whether it's a billboard. I was right out shooting up there, and I said, that makes sense. That's what I need to do. Wow. So I get more of the vision. You get what I'm saying? Then, what some say, but I would honestly say, stop listening to everybody. Write your faith, write your mission down, and act in your faith. Just don't say I have faith because it sounds cool. You got to act. Even the time my husband jokes about, because my husband's now rolling to, and even the times that the road get narrow, the humps and the bumps come, and something might come out the blue. Because that's when, I tell people all the time, that's when the devil really gonna mess with you, when you actually doing something.
Come on.
He's not messing with you when you sit back doing nothing. Because it's not entertaining to him. So of course the humps and the bumps gonna come. And my husband joked, because he's like, my wife was swinging on that leaf, but she's still gonna go. Regardless of what people say. Regardless, because all I can think about is my mother and my grandmother and my grandmother's time. They used to tell us, people always gonna talk. My grandmother told me one time as a kid, somebody talked about Walt Disney, but where do they all run to today?
Help the people.
So write your vision down, make it plain, and start running. I always say, do that Forrest Gump run. Keep it going straight. Don't care what nobody say. Sometimes we got to turn our ears off to our own family.
Come on.
We love them, but I'll come back to you in a minute. Don't care what nobody say.
Listen.
Keep moving. And you'll be just fine. You'll start seeing stuff just come up. I'm telling you, living testimony, you'll just start seeing it.
Wow. Listen, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but that was a mouthful right there. That was a mouthful, because you're absolutely right. People say things because that's what they believe people want to hear, but then they're really watching to see if you're living by what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so if you're not, you're going to lose them. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a facade to them, because it's like, well, wait a minute, you said one thing, but you're doing something totally different.
Yeah.
And so I love that you mentioned that. I love the fact that you said keep going. You have to turn the noise level off from every naysayer.
Yes.
And the thing is, one thing people have to know is that if there's a prophecy, it is only sending confirmation to what God has already told you.
Absolutely. And that's why I be trying to tell people. So like I said, we have now so many social media apostle, prophets, and so whatever they want to call themselves. But we have so many. And if someone is prophesying to you, if God really speaking to them, the Holy Spirit really speaking to them, it shouldn't be something at the bottom. If you sold me some money, I can give you the profit. It don't work that way. When God talks to you, he talks to you.
Come on.
When a sign comes, a sign coming. So when you pursue your dreams, you have to just keep that focus. I've been through stuff. I lost my mother unexpected in 2014. Right Saturday after Thanksgiving. Very unexpected. Went to her house, she was gone.
Wow.
I relocated to Florida because I always used to visit down here in South Florida, of course, vacationing. So I relocated. I left my brand new nice house in Maryland and I came down here.
Wow.
I never went back to live. I took 3 months of a break because I just like to go to the beach and just look out. I'm staying over by the Diplomat, and I just like to go out and look out at the water. That June, of 2015, I was back in LA at the BET Awards. It was time to get back to work. Because it was time, my goal now was to make her proud
Wow.
for all that she did. And things have happened. I'm a miscarriage advocate because I've had 5 miscarriages.
Wow.
But instead of me whelping on it and crying about it so much and God, why would you do that to me? I take it and I help others that we can get through this. It don't
Wow.
make you less, it don't make you nothing. We can get through this. So I believe sometimes we gotta stop letting the distractions get to us to a point where as though we don't focus on the mission and the dreams that God actually wants us to do.
I almost want you to like pause right because people are easily distracted.
Yeah, yeah.
And so now they done start doing, they didn't finish the first thing that they needed to finish. They done
Mm-hmm.
done the 10 different other things. And they're
Mm-hmm.
wondering why there's no fruits of their labor because they are not focused on anything. So
Mm-mm.
I love the fact that you mentioned about this distractions, excuse me, as well, because it's definitely something that a lot of people, they will allow social media to
Yeah.
distract.
Mm-hmm.
And then now they're focusing on your page instead
Yeah.
of worrying about the vision that God has given them. And
Mm-hmm.
so now they're veered to the left instead of staying on the right track. And
Right.
so that is so I love the fact that you mentioned that. Listen, y'all, it is Monday. It is Monday. We're in the chat box. I have the amazing Erica Mitchell, now known as Erica Green. Uh, but the business is still Erica Mitchell. I met her as Erica Mitchell, the celebrity shoe stylist. And so it is a blessing to have another amazing Black Queen in the chat box with me. I'm your host, Jabrina Speaks. This is every first and third Monday until the end of this year. After December, that's it on the on this segment anyway. I don't know what God gonna do, but
Yeah,
as
don't
this
say that part now. Don't say that.
listen,
You never know, right?
no,
You
right,
never
because
know.
that's what I did last year, Erica. And so I did the chat box last year, and the title was "My Pain, My Progress, My Purpose." And so at the end, the last year, I was like, "All right, y'all, this is it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
done," because that was my first year doing the chat box.
Right.
And God said, "No." I was like, "Oh, what?" And so we do Let's Talk Business Mondays.
That's
And so I
amazing.
do believe that the chat box will still be around, but Let's Talk Business Mondays will be titled something else then.
Yeah.
So this is amazing to have you in the chat box with me. Listen, Erica. So you talked about the faith, you talked about the starting of the business, you talked about
Mm-hmm.
how God has really blessed you in multiple ways.
Yeah.
You are someone that has the 7 streams of income
Yeah.
coming through, and so that's a blessing to have that. And so you talked about how you process and progress through running multiple businesses. Talked about collaborating instead of having competition.
Yeah.
Because listen, I believe that connection will get you in doors that degrees can't. I believe
That
connection
part.
and
Yeah.
networking with the right people will get you
Mm-hmm.
in doors that a
Absolutely.
degree. Because they might even ask you for the degree. They might say, "Who you know? Who you?"
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
you, I know that'll be the moment you can name drop just a little bit to
That's
get you going.
right. That's
And so
right.
that's why connecting and networking is definitely
Mm-hmm.
something important. So,
Yeah.
Erica, tell the people how they can connect with you.
Well, everyone, you can connect with me. My Erica M Strategic and styling, everything at Facebook, Instagram, and the website is axericam.com. For God is in your city, Instagram and Facebook is God is in your city. And also for True Goddess nonprofit, it is True. That's TRU Empowerment on all social media platforms.
And so I know that you are taking nominations for a goddess in your city. Tell the people how does that work? What does that look like? Because they may know somebody
Yes.
that should be nominated. So tell us how that nomination process works.
Okay, so again, God is in Your City DMV is coming April the 20th, 2024 in Baltimore, Maryland at the War Memorial. And I'm taking nominations for women that's making history in the community. So if you know anyone that's making history in the community, in the DMV area, please let them know. They can send all emails to goddessinyourcity@gmail.com.
Listen, I know somebody in the area, nominate them. I'm trying to think. I think I got family there. Let me see if I got some family there that may be doing some work in the city to nominate them. Listen, so as we're wrapping up this conversation on tonight, listen, I can't believe 30 minutes done went by already.
I know, right? So fast.
As we're wrapping up our conversation, as I mentioned to you, starting this out, this is Let's Talk Business Mondays. And so we again, like I mentioned, we're in the fourth quarter. We're the third month in the fourth quarter. Some people may be sitting in a place of trying to get started for 2024. Some people may be sitting in a place of, I don't know how I'm gonna finish 2023. Some people may be in a place of a funk or stuck. Some people may be in a place of happiness and they're flourishing.
Right.
But whichever place that they at, what type of advice, whether it's on business, whether it's a life tip, what type of advice could you share with someone on tonight if they just got in this chat box with us right now and they didn't hear anything else that we've said besides what you're getting ready to share with them right at this moment? What could you tell the people on tonight to give them that push, to let them know that tomorrow is theirs if they want it? So what information could you share with them?
I will say in 3 words: pray, faith, and action. Pray about it, have faith, act in what you want to do. If you do that, you will see so many things. And that's whether it's business or personal. Pray, faith, and action. You do that, trust me, you'll see what's going to happen.
You got to pray about some things. But you can't stop in prayer.
No.
So you have to have faith.
Yes.
So once you pray about it, your faith gonna move it. But even after you have the faith for it, you got to work something behind it.
Yeah, something your action.
You gotta work the action. And she said that is for business and for personal.
Yeah.
You have to know that all things will work together for your good. But you also have to move towards the good so you can see the good happening for you.
Absolutely.
And so when you said have faith. No, you say pray.
Pray, faith, and action.
Pray, faith, and action.
Yeah.
It has to be action. Listen, because without works, faith is dead. It doesn't do anything. And so if you don't work the gifts that God has given you, then it's
not gonna happen. So pray, faith, and action. Like I said, I don't care if it's business. It don't matter if you want to start getting passport stamps next year. Pray, faith, and action, and you'll be surprised how everything will start turning out for you.
Because, honey, if you're trying to get passport stamps, you have to work towards something to get that money up to go on the trip.
Absolutely. Because now you're like, all right, I want to take a trip to Johannesburg. So now you know what you said.
Right.
Lord,
I got to pray that this going to come through.
Then you got to start. We bust some overtime. We sell some dinners. But you do the action that you got to do to get the way you want to go. So pray, faith, and action.
Pray, faith, and action. Listen, I am so excited to have this amazing queen in the chat box with me. You guys make sure you follow her. She has dropped all her social media handles. But if you missed it, I'm going to have her. Hello, hey. I'm going to have her drop that information just one more time on how you could connect with this amazing shoe celebrity stylist. Erica, drop your handles one more time for us.
Okay, so for X Erica M Celebrity Shoutique, all the social media are X Erica M, and the website is xericam.com. For Goddess in Your City, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, all the social media is Goddess in Your City. And for True Goddess, all the social media handles is True. That's TRU, empowerment. And you can follow me. And I'm looking forward to networking. Thank you so much, Jabrina. You're an amazing woman that's doing amazing things. So
thank you. Thank you. Listen, my platform belongs to everybody. And as long as the people want to come on, I'll be like, come on, listen, share this information. As you said earlier, we were talking about collaborating over competition. And so This is why God has given this platform for people to come on and share their businesses, share their life stories. So people that maybe, again, sitting in a place of wanting to start a business, wanting to maybe get in the shoe industry and don't know which way to go, they know that there's a sister out there that is willing to say, listen, you're going to have to do some work, but I'm willing to coach you a little bit to show you this is how you do it. And so that's what tonight is all about, to brand who you are, to let people know that we have some a sister that look like us. They got some bad shoes. Yeah, because I've seen a few pair. I'm like, now I gotta pick one because I'll be.
And that's so funny because I'm a shoe addict myself. I have every shoe I've ever sold, whether I wear one time or never. I have well over 2,000 pair of shoes.
I can believe. I listen.
Yeah, my
I think you probably got me beat, but I can believe it because I got two bedrooms full of shoes.
Yeah,
I'm like, and then I'll be like, oh, somebody, where you got a shoe from? I'm like, I don't know. That's a
yes.
Shoes you bought 2-3 years ago, never worn. I'm sure you like this. You buy the shoe in multiple colors because you like the shoe. So now you have it in yellow and black and pink. Like, why did I buy all these shoes?
It's so crazy. Like my whole garage now is filled with shoes. Like when I was featured on Deco Drive and Sharice Sandoval was like, you have so many shoes. Like, because I just I wear shoes one time for a photo shoot. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I try to do my best when I purchase a shoe. I try to give a shoe away. Like so if I find somebody that wears my shoe size and I know they like nice shoes, I'm like, okay, well, I'm giving away some shoes. Here go a nice pair of shoes. Because like you said, one time wear, never wear again, possibly two. And it is not just the shoes like that. I think it's just our overall wardrobe closet.
Yes.
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 What in the world? Like, don't worry about it. So so listen, I pray that God continues to bless your businesses. I pray that He continues to open up the multiple doors that He has for you. Listen, everybody, make sure you connect with this amazing woman. I got to get you over to royalty because we've been talking about this for the last few years.
Yes, we
the
have.
Kids do their shoes. So that is going to be a project within this calendar year that we meet. And so I am bringing you over because we've supposed to be doing this for years now.
Yes, we have. And it's time for the young girls to
but you know what? You know what it was? Because even when I had you come in to speak at one of our events, I believe something happened that day and you couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I remember a few years ago, I was having our Girl Boss event. And
that
was invited to come with us. And so we're gonna get it. We're gonna see how we're gonna work this out so the girls can definitely decorate their own shoes.
Yes, absolutely.
Get that out. Like I say, we meet from now into June, but we're gonna get that done very soon so they can get
it.
It's already done. We just gonna figure out what Saturday is good for you. We meet and we're gonna get you there, and that's what we're gonna do. So that is one of the projects.
I'm ready. I am over ready.
It's time.
Because like you said, we've been doing this for years now. Because you're the reason why I wound up shoe styling Tamara, the mayor of Dania.
Tamara,
I styled her,
Wow. Listen, that is one of my great friends. And so that's, like I say, it's always a blessing. But I'm excited to have you come to royalty and definitely have girls decorate their shoes because I know, listen, that's something that every girl likes to decorate at least one pair of shoes as when they're a little girl. Because I done decorated some shoes and some clothes growing up. So believe me, everyone like that little niche that they like to do. Figure out later when you become an adult, you be like, you know what? Let me put a little stone on my shoe. Yes. But before we get out, do you have anything else you'd like to share or say?
I just want to say again, thank you so much because you have built so many powerful platforms with royalty mentoring, and
Thank
she
you.
connects. And you're
Thank you.
doing so many amazing things. So
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for just spotlighting business owners like myself and others. You know, because you're not only doing it on here, you do it at your events in so many different places. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Listen,
Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it.
my platform is everybody I'm connected to platform. I'm a big believer of that because, like you said, there is connections and money to be made for
Yes.
everybody. And so,
Mm-hmm.
any door I can open for anybody, believe me, I will be the doorman or the door woman that holds it open and say, "Here
Absolutely.
you go, there you are." Listen, everybody, we thank y'all for joining us on tonight. It is Let's Talk Mondays, Let's Talk Business Mondays in the chat box with me. I'm Jabrina Speaks. I'm your host. And tonight I had the amazing Miss Erica Mitchell herself. Yes, she is in the chat box with me, and it's a blessing. We love you. And guess what? There's absolutely nothing you can do about it because we truly love you. And we wish you an amazing rest of the week. Have an amazing week. Have an
Yes.
amazing week. We love you. I look forward to seeing you the first Monday in November. November is
Yes.
my
Yes.
birthday month. So listen, y'all, we're gonna party all month long because it is my birthday month. And so I'm excited to be in the chat box next month. Until then, have a good rest of the night. We love you.
Have a good one.
Love you. We love you.